Arsenal look brilliant. What a first half performance that was. Yes, it's pre-season. I completely understand that. But you're up against a side last year that went invincible in their league and won the German Cup. What a performance in that first half. We're going to break it down. We're going to get into the nitty gritty. If you're new to the channel, please do go down, hit that subscribe button. 93% of everyone who watched earlier's video, the video that came out early today, were not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Go down, hit that subscribe button. The road to 20,000 subscribers is well and truly on. And if we could hit 1,000 likes, let's be ambitious. If we get 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely brilliant. Let me know your thoughts down below on Arsenal 4, Bayer Leverkusen 1. A dominant display, in my humble opinion. And I thought when this fixture was scheduled, obviously the Granit Xhaka derby, people were calling it, I thought this is going to be a real test to see how Arsenal have gotten in pre-season. They've had a few ups, they've had a few downs. They've beaten Manchester United, they've lost to Liverpool. You know, they looked fatigued against Bournemouth. We've seen a lot of the Arsenal youngsters play. We've seen a lot of the experience playing Wanyeri, Lewis Skelly, Joshua Nicholas. You know, a few of the, I think Aiden Heaven come on. Is that, or Haven? I think that's his name. He come on as well. So preseason's always about understanding the system a little bit more going into the next seasons. The manager's tweaks, the ins and outs of where he wants the new players to come in, the likes of Ricardo Calafiori, you know, the likes of this player and that player. In terms of Arsenal's 11, it was there was no Calafiori in it. It was a very similar back four to what we've seen from Arsenal in the, you know, last season and the season before. That back four, very, very, very familiar. Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko, White, David Raya obviously in goal. A midfield where Kai Havertz, my man of the match, was absolutely brilliant. 2 assists and a goal. Jorginho playing a little bit deeper, and Odegaard obviously in kind of a box-to-box 8/10. Vieira, Jesus, and Trossard was their lineup. Now, Arsenal started the game off, you know, you can't ask for a better start, really. 1-0, you know, Zinchenko, who's been getting a lot of criticism the last year or so. Obviously, a Havertz assist. And a lot of people are now saying, should he play in midfield when he does come on, because of the depth Arsenal have got with Calafiori, Kivior, Tomiyasu, Timber. They've got very, very, very strong defensive options. The depth they've got in defense, best in the league by a country mile. They look very, very, very good defensively. The options they've got, they're composed. In my humble opinion, Arsenal's defense is not anything to really worry about. And it's a fantastic strike from Alexander Zinchenko, and they make it 1-0. And then Bayer Leverkusen switch off. Arsenal, you know, brilliantly pounce on it. And they make it 2-0. Leandro Trossard, lovely calm finish. Another assist from Kai Havertz. And then before you know it, 3-0. Gabriel Jesus looks fit, looks sharp. Decent strike, 23, 24 yards out. And I don't know what Bayer Leverkusen goalkeeper's going to do. For me, he probably has to get there. I know they didn't have their number one in goal. You know, they've got the likes of Hradecki. I believe they've got that Swiss goalkeeper as well. He wasn't there. I think they had Kovar in goal. Not the traditional back four or kind of back five from Leverkusen. Hincapi, Tapsoba, Tar, Kyonsu, and Frimpong. But, you know, Jonathan Tar heavily linked to a move away to Bayern Munich. Garcia and Xhaka was their midfield double pivot. You know, no Boniface in the 11, no Andrich in the 11, but they both come on. Nathan Teller, obviously an English player, he come on. I think it was from Southampton. You know, the first half was as dominant display as you're going to see. All the match stats, all the possession, the strikes at goal. in terms of an Arsenal first half, you can't really have asked for more if you're an Arsenal fan. I think they were very, very, very strong. They made a lot of substitutions. Bukayo Saka come on in the second half for, I believe it was Vieira. Kivior come on for Saliba. Declan Rice came on for Jesus. Lewis Skelly, who looks good, he come on for Zinchenko. Leverkusen made some substitutions. They brought on Nathan Tella, who I'm actually a big fan of. He's not a young player anymore now. He's 25, 26. Had a couple of seasons at Leverkusen. He joined them back in, I think, was it 2023? He was at Southampton for a few years. I'm a big fan of his, but he's not a young player anymore. He's an experienced player. He come on. I believe he even got the assist for their goal. And Kai Havertz gets his well-deserved goal, 2 assists and a goal. Good shot gets parried out, and he kind of just in the right place at the right time, poacher sort of strike. And people will say it's pre-season, it doesn't matter. The results do not matter for me personally, but the performance matters. And to score 4 goals against Bayer Leverkusen, 2 goals against Manchester United, and a goal against Liverpool, these are for me very, very, very good tests in pre-season. I expect Arsenal to go and put 3 or 4 goals past the Lyon quite convincingly. I think they will be a very, very, very good and strong performance against Lyon. And then before you know it, first game of the Premier League season for Arsenal, you're up against Wolves. And for me personally, I think Arsenal are going to have a very, very, very strong season. Mikel Merino, if they can get him over the line, if they can bring in a forward, and Man City don't sign anyone else, they're probably close to being on par. In the second half, Leverkusen did get their goal around the 76th, 77th, 78th minute. At that point, the game's already done. Adam Holzek puts it in the back of the net from a Nathan Tella assist. Martinelli then come on. And I think next season, Martinelli is going to have to find his way back into the first 11. Of course, it's a squad game, so he'll get plenty of minutes, just like Timber, just like Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Thomas Partey, Fabio Vieira. It's a squad game, but what's most important is knowing your best 11. And for me, Leandro Trossard starts on that left-hand side. He got his goal today. He's probably the best finisher at the football club for Arsenal alongside Bukayo Saka. And Martinelli, he didn't get a huge amount of game time today against Leverkusen, against Liverpool. He started the game in a 2-1 defeat. But for me, he's really now got to find his feet and go again. Because if you look at Martinelli's numbers in the last 3 or 4 years, he had that great season where he got 15 odd goals, I think it was. It might have even been 16 league goals. But he had a very, very good season. Last year, just couldn't really get to grips with his goal output. The assists have always stayed around 4, 5, and 6 for Martinelli in the Premier League. But for me, you need more goals. You need more output from him. He's a fantastic player. He's got that pace in behind. He can take a player on. He's a good finisher. But you just need more for me in the final third in terms of a goal output from Martinelli. Because Leandro Trossard, I think he got, 13 league goals last season, maybe 12. Much better output. Genuinely looks very, very strong. Their front line, for me, is pretty settled, but there's a lot of talk about the striker. If they bring in a number 9, they're absolutely laughing going into next season. Whether that number 9 is going to be Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyökeres, Ivan Toney, lots of names, or they're going to bring in a wire player. I do think Arsenal will have a very, very, very good season. I must admit. And they go again next this Saturday against Lyon in a game which I expect Arsenal to put 5 or 6 goals past them. People are going to say 5 or 6 goals. Yeah, I do. Lyon last season had a very up and down season. They started off horrendously. They managed to get back into European position, but for the first few months they were down in like 17th, 16th, 15th. And this Arsenal team is not there to mess about. You know, pre-season is all about performances, building momentum going into the start of the season. And I do quite easily think Arsenal could batter Lyon. Let me know your thoughts down below on that if you haven't already. On your predictions for Lyon, let me know your thoughts on Bayer Leverkusen getting pumped 4-1 by Arsenal. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I am